All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first of 5 daily Q&As on the week of Christmas, as promised here on Geekdom 101, the special holiday Q&As. So even if you don't celebrate Christmas, no matter what you celebrate, this is for you. As promised, I'm going to be giving you guys one Q&A per day every weekday this week. And I said the word day a whole bunch of times. If you want to go ahead and submit your questions, send them over to ask.fm/geekdom101. And of course, these are bonus videos. They're special just for the subscribers, just more content for you guys as you guys are going to be chilling out this week, probably playing with your new toys, whatever they may be. I know I'll be doing the same. So that's what I'm here to do, is answer questions every single day. Like I said, every weekday. This is, of course, part 1. So let's go ahead and get to some of these questions. I'm going to dig through them. You're going to get 5 Q&As this week. So I'm here to answer. I'm here to your wish is my command, pretty much. All right. I'm here to answer any questions you might throw at me. So here we go. Let's start this off. Do you think that the future Zeno told present Zeno about Goku and company's time-traveling offenses, thus resulting in a new plot for the new arc? In other words, it could be that both Zenos decide to destroy all universes as punishment, and the only way to save the universe to win the tournament. It's definitely possible. It's a good idea because Zeno might be pissed off at the whole thing, but the problem is that in the press release it says that Goku requested this. So it looks like Goku requested the tournament. I think what's going to end up happening is Goku's going to request it, and then the rule about the universes being destroyed will be instituted by the Omni King. But who really knows? But I do like the idea, though. I very much like the idea. All right, Amos Smith writes, do you think Whis has a mother? If so, what are your thoughts on her role in Super? One of the top 5 strongest, or maybe she serves as the god of destruction. Yeah, all that is very possible. We don't know how angels, I guess, procreate. We don't know if they're asexual beings, or if the Daishinkan just creates, Vados in them, or if there actually is some kind of like endless celestial sex, which sounds very, very hot, if you ask me. But it's possible we might see the mother show up. I would like to see it if there is a mother. I would like to see like an older, more wrinkly Vados. Or maybe like a shorter, like a combination of Vados and the Great Priest, like a short, like kind of old lady. Obviously, angels don't age, but it's a cartoon. Let's not take it too seriously. I think that would be a good idea. I would like to see that actually very much. I don't really know if there is one though. Do I think so? Maybe. I don't really have a real answer. What would happen if Goku and Vegeta managed to fuse with the Potara's and the fusion dance at the same time? From A to GH. Not possible, because once you put the Potara on, it immediately instigates, or immediately not instigates, it immediately initiates, there's the word, fusion. So you're going to pop, your bodies will then come together quickly. There's not enough time to do a fusion pose with the Potara, because if you try to put the Potara on at the end of the pose, you're going to screw up the pose and become a fat or a skinny version of the fusion. So it's not possible. It's just not physically possible to fuse both. Will you ever show your entire Dragon Ball collection? Probably. I think I will. I have it. It's just that where I have it in my house, the lighting isn't very good. So if I were to do a video for you guys, I would have to set up some kind of light so you can see it better. That's the only thing stopping me from showing it off. Do you think the ship has sailed on the Ocean dub of Kai? Will Ocean even be able to make a profit in the likelihood it's released? There have been rumors that it's not happening. I mean, it's finished. Like, the actual dubbing part is done. But there have been rumors lately that it's never going to get a release. And it really is unfortunate. I think at this point, even if it doesn't make a profit, I think they should just put it out anyways, even if it's for free. But there are licensing issues and television issues that prevent that from happening. Laws kill the fun in a lot of cases when it comes to stuff like this. So maybe in a few years, I mean, optimistically, I would hope in a few years we do get it, because I want to see those voice actors kick ass, doing their dub. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. How long do you think it'll be before physical media, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, vinyl, books die completely and are fully replaced by digital releases? I mean, honestly, I thought it would have happened by now, because we're in 2016, almost 2017, and I thought that by now maybe you would have already replaced it, but people still sell CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays. I think CDs are on their way down. They're probably going to be the first to go. DVDs, Blu-rays, vinyl. See, the thing is, vinyl made a comeback, so I don't know if they're ever gonna go away. There's just something about people reading physical copies of stuff that will just always stay, like, you know, books and things like that. So I don't know if they're ever gonna be fully replaced, but they've already been greatly replaced. Why is the original Dragon Ball series so forgotten and overlooked? Well, because most people grew up on Dragon Ball Z, and a lot of them, that's all they watched. They never cared about Dragon Ball because, and this is a lot of people, not the vast majority of the Dragon Ball fan base internationally knows of Dragon Ball and has seen it, and the hardcore fans definitely have. But the casual babbies, as Jay calls them, they just saw Z and that's all they watched. And some of them actually grew up with Kai and never even cared about Dragon Ball. They just thought it was like a prequel series, or it's, you know, oh, well, that's more of an adventure story, which is complete nonsense. I mean, it is an adventure story at first, but it quickly gets serious when you hit the middle of the Red Ribbon Army arc. So I think it's because Z came out here first and got popular first. I mean, that's why. That's pretty much it. By the way, have you ever counted the calories in what you eat? Yes. That's the daily question. When is your history of the Ocean Dub Dragon Ball in-depth dropping? I don't know. That's something I was planning for the future, and it'll happen. It's just I can't give you a date on it. I have a lot of stuff I'm overwhelmed with right now, but eventually. Let's see. Thoughts on the Westwood dub BGM by Tom Keenly side. I think it's better than Falconer Banazga Kikuchi. That's recycled music from Mega Man, dude. Like, the music itself is fine, but it's recycled music from another animation show. It's another cartoon. Like, it's so lazy, and it doesn't even fit with Dragon Ball. Like, you're actually hearing the super fighting robot Mega Man. You're hearing that in Dragon Ball Z. Come on, like, no, it's terribly unfitting. The music itself is fine, but wrong show. What is the highest price do you think a single Dragon box should be sold for? By the way, I already read this in a previous Q&A. I think, I don't know. Honestly, I wish they were cheaper so everybody can get them. I wish they were still $35 so everybody can get them. So, I mean, that's it. But as far as how much I would pay for them if I didn't have them, I'd pay $200 for a Dragon box, dude. Because if I really wanted it, it's the best possible one. So yeah, but it just depends on you and who you are. Do you like Christmas? Some aspects of it, yes. Some aspects of it, no. I think that the idea of us, like, being nice to each other and being kind and giving should be something that we do all year round, not just December. You know, it's kind of stupid. Excuse me. Do you know how people say some professional music artists can't sing? Do you agree with this, or would you say everyone can sing, just a matter of whether or not they can sing well? Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. When somebody says you can't sing, it means you can't sing well. That's pretty much what it means. So I think some people just can't sing well. Just they're not blessed with that talent. But I'm sure they might be good at something else. Everybody's good at something. Which series will take longer to complete? Mystery Fusion's Dragon Ball Dissection or Super Jay's dub changes? Jay, from what I understand, is not going to be continuing with that series anytime soon because he was having copyright issues. Plus, it's a very taxing series because you have to watch the show and take extensive notes and then edit it tremendously. So I don't think that series is even going to continue for the time being, even though he did say he was going to do it by arc. And if he does that, then he will beat Lance because Lance has a lot of Dragon Ball left to cover. So Lance might not be done for another 4 or 5 years, you know, unless he speeds it up and he does this full time, or at least maybe not full time, but does it more frequently. But those videos take a lot to research and edit, so I would say honestly, because Jay's is finished, Lance is gonna win, but you know, finish his first. But if Jay comes back, he could easily get it. Do you think Quan Man would be a good voice actor for Piccolo if anything tragic ever happened to Sabat? No. As much as Quan Man likes Piccolo, I think it should be Scott McNeil coming back. I think he should be. He is. I think better than Sabat as Piccolo. I mean, I'll be honest. I think he is. I think Scott McNeil's Piccolo is my favorite dub voice. Honestly, I mean that and Chris Ayers' as Frieza, I would say, are my favorite dub voices. So I think it would be Scott McNeil from the Ocean dub. If you've never heard Scott McNeil's Piccolo, guys, you need to. If you're somebody who just never got around to it, he's just amazing. Just really capture that character. What if Sumitomo got done for plagiarism and Toei had to use a replacement score for Bukai and Super. Bukai is already out, so it's too late. Like, they're not going to be able to fix that. It's already out and done. And the episodes that are out for Super are already done. The problem with Yamamoto is that he got busted in the middle of Kai being completed, so they had to replace it for the home releases. But the fact that in Japan there are already home releases for Bukai and Super, it's too late. Like, it's legitimately too late. They're already out. Do you think that with YouTube you can recoup all the money you spent on Dragon Ball? I spent a lot of money on Dragon Ball, but I don't talk about money on here. It's nobody's business. Plus, there's actually a rule where there's a rule in the YouTube terms of service where you're not allowed to cover how much you make in videos or how little you make. So, you know, some people get away with it. I don't want to risk anything happening to my channel, but I did spend a lot of money on Dragon Ball in my life. I'll tell you that much. Do you think you can blame people who don't want to upgrade to 4K discs? I mean, in the DVD era, most people were daunted by the idea of rebuying their entire library on Blu-ray. So, would you say it's fair that people who have big DVD or Blu-ray collections now might have wanted to buy everything again? I can't blame people who don't want to upgrade because I don't want to upgrade. I don't want to buy all my movies in 4K. I'm happy with my Blu-ray. A lot of 4K looks a lot like 1080p, so there's not that big of a difference, honestly. I just don't like the idea of buying movies again on 4K. I've already been rebuying older movies on Blu-ray, and not everything's on Blu-ray, not everything's on DVD, and hell, not everything's even on DVD. Like I said, some of it's on VHS. So no, I'm not interested at all in 4K right now. Down the road, when TVs become cheaper and games need it, I'll get it. But right now, doesn't interest me. Hey D, I couldn't go to Tampa Bay, but seeing as how you've gained so many subscribers in a short amount of time, do you think one day if you become big enough and make enough money off YouTube, you'll attend international conventions in places like UK and Australia to meet fans outside the US? I would love to visit just to visit more than anything, and I would love to meet with subscribers and things like that. That would be great. It's more so about whether or not the conventions will invite me. That's kind of what it all comes down to. All right, moving forward. Do you think Super should have more slice of life episodes? I think it could have had a few more episodes between the U6 and Future Trunks arc. Since the manga is still behind, we could have more interesting stories about characters living their lives, or does Toei worry fans get bored without fights? Well, they can always do filler arcs with fights. I mean, you've got the hit thing, which has action in it, so that's not really the case at all. However, as far as Super having more slice of life, I love Super slice of life, so as a fan of that stuff, yes, they should. I do think they should. But that being said, as far as having more episodes between U6 and Future Trunks, I think they only had like 5, and in between Trunks and this new arc coming up February 5th, there's like 7, I think, right? There's like 7 in between episodes, I think. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7, so I lost count. I'm not a math guy. So I don't think it's that bad. I think it's fine. Do you think it's possible a Ocean Frieza saga was recorded but never released? Yeah, but no. Like, I wish that was the case, but no, I asked, and there is no Frieza saga ever recorded, which really sucks. By the way, guys, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for these questions. I'm loving answering these because they're great questions. Great questions. I'm loving it. So, I've had a streak of great questions, and I'm happy about that. Why don't the Dragon Ball heroes use Buu instead of fusion when a villain's way too strong? Let Buu absorb heroes and defuse when the fight's done with a wish. Maybe because they're afraid to go inside of Buu and be stuck in that creepy world. Or another theory that I had heard, which actually may have some validity to it, is that Fat Buu right now cannot absorb. That was strictly an ability that he inherited from Kid Buu, who became Fat Buu from absorbing the Kais and whatnot. We never actually see this version of Fat Buu absorb anybody, so some believe that he can't do it, and that's possible. I mean, it is possible that this version of Buu is just a transformed version of the Fat Kai, so maybe he can't do it. But I do like your idea a lot. I think that'd be a great way to fight someone. It's just one of those things where maybe there's a reason that people don't want to go inside of him or something. Hey, Geekdom, could you rank the Universe 7 fighters for the upcoming Universe tournament? It's funny you say that because I actually just got done recording that video. Like, I just got done doing top 10, like, you know, strongest to weakest Universe 7 fighters. So, yeah, you will be getting that soon. Very, very soon. I wanted PyCon to return. Well, sorry. Imagine Krillin fuck. Here comes the shit questions now. I'm bored. IQs are overrated. Have you lost weight? Yes. See, here come the shitty questions now. SS4 Whis. It's just, it's probably one guy who has too much time on his hands. How attractive do you think a female SS4 would be, i.e. Bolin? Well, I love the throwback 70s bush, so I would say, yeah. Would you bang a monkey? See, these are the shit questions. Yeah, we were doing fine till now. Let's go down. Mr. Geekdom 101. I want to ask about the new arc. What if new enemy will be different universe, and this will be two universes war? That's not what they're telling us, but that might be the case later on. Will Goku and Vegeta ever go back to wearing their Resurrection F Universe 6 attire? I hope so, because I like those clothes. I'm going to answer one more question, then we'll get out of here. Growing up, what did you always want to do as a career? I actually changed my mind about that a lot. I wanted to be a pilot at one time. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a comic book artist. I've changed my... I never had one career, dude. Like I did, and I got into IT because I love computers and I still love tech stuff. And once you get into the IT industry, the engineering industry, you realize that it's filled with people who kiss ass and people are just general dickheads. Like, because a lot of these IT guys have no social skills, but they're put in positions of power because there's nobody else to take the role. So it's one of those things where you realize that and you learn that, and it's like... It sucks, bro. Like, I never ever want to go back to working in IT again. If I have to do it, I will. I have my degree, I have my certifications, but I never want to go back to doing it. Anyways, that's it for this edition of the Geekdom Q&A for the holiday. The Geekdom Holiday Q&A. That's what we'll call it. Holiday Q&A. And big part of Big December. I hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. I've uploaded so many videos this month that I'm tired. I'm going to rest in January. No, I'm still going to upload in January, but I'm not going to do 2 videos a day in January unless something crazy happens. I'm just going to relax and try and take it easy. But anyways, because I'm exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted from all this Dragon Ball stuff. What a crazy month it's been, right? And it's going to get crazier in February. But thank you again for checking out the Q&A. I love all you guys. And remember, if you're having a bad day, tomorrow will most likely be better because very few people have 2 bad days in a row. I'll talk to you guys down the road.